Hi, good morning. I'm Coach Todd. Today I want to bring you a little video about a 10K that we did yesterday, which was Sunday. Today is Monday. And I found it very interesting, so I thought I'd create a video for you because maybe you'll learn something, kind of what I learned too about racing 10Ks. Now I want to give you a little bit of history leading into the race because it was an interesting week for me. So up here on the board I have the days of the week, Sunday to Sunday. 2 weeks before this Sunday we were in Puerto Rico for a training camp, so we did a 70.3. So I raced hard and I was fatigued. Came back to Calgary 2 days later, did a little bit of work, and then we went down to Costa Rica for 9 days with the family for spring break, which was amazing. But we didn't do much for training, right? So I would run on the beach, really not that hard at all. It was really just getting a suntan. When we came back late Sunday night. The air traffic was bad, so we got stuck in Toronto. We had overnight, and then the next day we had to spend a lot of time in the airport just sitting and watching our phones, just because that's how we could get out. This was a long day, so we're fatigued, right? Come back on Monday, tired, get the kids back to school, wife back to work, and I had a ton of stuff I had to catch up on. So Monday was just work, no training. Tuesday, I created an online spin class. So on the bike, it felt horrible. I was sweating like a rainstorm. It was just dripping off me, but I got it done, and I was happy I got it done, but it was not pretty. Wednesday, coaching swimming in the pool. Usually I swim right after. Pool was crowded, so I just looked at the pool, go, I can't do this. Went home, continued to work. Thursday was a bad day for me. I woke up, stuff did not go right. Ended up firing someone, not a good day, and so I just said, you know what, this is horrible. I'm going for a run. So I went out and I ran. I have a new watch. I'm using the Garmin 920. I'm watching my pace for the first 5 minutes. I go, that can't be right. It just can't be right. It must be stuck in miles or something. But it was right. The pace was just slow. My body was not feeling good at all, and it was a horrible run. I was congested. I'm still congested, just full of snot. It was a horrible run. So I finished it though, and you know what was funny is I was feeling really bad. Have you ever had days where you just feel crappy? That was this Thursday morning, and I was out for a run. Near the end of the run, I saw these eagles flying in the sky. I saw these 2 giant eagles just circling, right in the high winds, and they're just having a good time. So I just kind of focused on them for a while. I even stopped before I made my last turn coming home and just watched them fly. That kind of helped calm me and relax me. I find that anytime you can see a bald eagle in the sky, it's going to be a good day. The day picked up. It was still, I found my patience was like at the bottom. So I told my swimmers that on Thursday too, and I wasn't in a good mood, but I tried to do the best I could. Afterwards I swam for 15 minutes. So they swim for an hour, I swim for 15 minutes. And it felt like, do you ever have these dreams where you're running along and you're running in slow motion, or you're swimming and you feel like you're in molasses? That's what this swim felt like. The water was warm, and I thought, oh, this is just kind of slugging through the water, slow, and not so good. And I knew that I had a race coming up on Sunday. So based on how I felt on Thursday, it's like, this is not going to go well at all. So I was just trying to think about, okay, on Sunday, I'm just going to run. It doesn't matter my time. Who cares? I just want to get the t-shirt, not this t-shirt, but a different one, and just have a good brunch afterwards. Last year I won tickets on WestJet anywhere they fly. That's how we got to Costa Rica, and so I thought maybe I'll win again. I didn't win. Anyways, Friday, woke up, did TRX, and I started to feel better. That was good. And then, you know what, I don't have it on here, but I swam too. I swam for, I think, 30 minutes. I had to cut it short because I had to pick up my son and take him snowboarding. So that was 30 minutes swim, and the swim felt better. And so I thought, this is going along better, which is good. Saturday, we have a brick class. So we do 2.5 hour bike ride, followed by an hour run. The 2.5 hour bike ride, I pushed them. We had a good class. I could breathe better. You know, I was in good spirits. We had some fantastic stories and music. The music was unbelievable. The run. What we did for the run, we did a cut down. So it's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the work to rest is 1 to 1. You run 5 minutes at 80%, 5 minutes easy, then 4, 3, 2, 1. My peak pace for 5 minutes for this run was 4:26. So 4 minute 26 for 5 minutes. per kilometer, minute per kilometer. And I felt okay. I was chatting with Louise, she's doing a marathon coming up, and we're running at a 4:20 pace. I go, this is kind of how you want to feel, right? And I was thinking to myself, how do I feel? I'm always thinking about, if I have a race coming up, I gotta go, how do I feel, and how do I feel compared to the pace I'm running? And I know that if I could hold a 4:20 pace, it'd be okay. I could do 4:20 for 10K. But as the workout got shorter, I was running with Mark, and we were running, I think, for the 3-minute interval, maybe the 4, and we dropped our pace down pretty good, and I could feel that I felt okay. And I was looking at the pace, I go, Mark, that's not our 80%, is it? And he just he said something, he was breathing really hard. He said something, I can't remember. So my peak pace for the Saturday workout was 4:26. What was interesting is I went to my training peaks and I pulled up the data for my peak 30-minute running pace since September. Right now we're in April, okay? So my peak 30 pace, right? Since September, it was I gotta put the glasses on. 4:34 minute per kilometer since September, all right? And I just thought, well, what would be my peak 10-minute pace from September? Why not, right? So that's 30. That's peak 30. Peak 10 turned out to be 4:18 minute per kilometer. That's the fastest pace I was able to hold for 10 minutes since September, okay? And now I got a race on Sunday. And so I got in my head, Todd, you're tired. You're feeling run down. You haven't been doing a lot of training at all. You just got back from a busy trip. Why don't you just go and hold 4:20? Right? Hold 4:20s and you'll have a good, solid, decent race. You know what I did though? Just before I went to bed, I pulled out, I don't have it here, but it was the rules for the race. You should always read the rules before the race. It's fresh in your mind. I pulled up my training peaks and looked at the map that I got to run on, so I knew where the kilometers were at. Right? So I knew where to me, 1 doesn't matter. 1 kilometer, who cares? 2 doesn't matter because it goes by so fast. But 5 is important. I want to know where 5 is, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because it helps you break it up. Because once you get to 5, you are suffering, right? And then you want to get those next 5 done as fast as possible. So in my mind, I had the map in my head, and I knew where we had to go. The speed that I raced this course at last year was just under 4s, and I came in at, I think I finished, let's say 39:20, somewhere around there. Okay, give or take a few seconds. And so when I looked at this, I thought to myself, I can do that again, right? Regardless of what the numbers were showing in Training Peaks, I said, you know what, Todd, you can do this. I think you can run 39 again. So this was my strategy, okay? For the 10K on Sunday, I've got the watch on, right? And I've got it on to running mode, and I've got the screens that I want to look at. I'm wearing the heart rate monitor strap, so it's recording my heart rate. And I know how to run a 10K. And my idea was this. I start near the front. I never start at the front. I'm like 2 or 3 rows back. So I have a nice clear pathway. And I'm just gonna see how it goes. So I'm running along. And the first kilometer, you know what, I don't even know what it was, but I think it was maybe 3:45 or something. And the first mile was 6 minutes. And I'm running with a pretty fast group of people, right? And I know who they are because they do the same race every year, and you know who they are, right? And you get familiar with who's in your same circle, right? It's kind of funny. And I know this is a fast pace. And I'm asking myself, can I hold this pace? No, I know that for sure. There's no way I can hold 3:45s. That's not my pace. But I think I can hold 4s. So I'm just running along, and I'm not looking at this. It's recording the data, but I'm not looking at it. And so I'm running along. When I get to 5K, what was the pace? I don't know, but it was just under 4s. And I go, I'm still doing pretty good. If I hold this pace, I'm going to break 40. And at the end of the day, I was able to come in at, and I wrote it down, 39:16, which is faster than last year's pace, which is great. But it's funny, right? If I was coaching someone and I looked at their numbers based on this, based on what they did, I would never say, go out and run a 39. I would never say that because the numbers don't support that. But sometimes the numbers, what the numbers show, is not going to show you what the actual result can be, right? And that's how sometimes we get limited by what we think we can do, especially if you get focused on the numbers. And I was getting really focused on the numbers. And I said, don't even worry about this, right? Don't even worry about this. Just run and see what you can do. So I was running along, trying to hold, it's a fast pace, right? 10K is going to be a fast pace, but you get to a point where you're able to hold this effort and keep your breathing calm and cool. Hey, you know what else I did? I know I was asked by Janelle Morrison to join her meditation group for 40 days. And she challenged us and said, hey, let's see if you can meditate for 11 minutes a day for 40 days. And I did that. So before the race, I did 11 minutes of calm breathing. And you know what? That helps too. This was just very interesting whole thing for me, looking back and seeing, you know what? Sometimes you can race faster than what you believe you can race. So again, this shows you no limits, right? This is Coach Todd. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a little bit of a view into my race. And hopefully you have a great race coming up whenever your next race may be. Okay, this is it. That's it. Go back to work. This is Coach Todd saying thank you very much and happy training.